All right, what's up, people? Today, I wanted to talk about Wuthering Waves. As you can see from the title, we are currently in the Wuthering Waves weight room, as I like to call it, because we are about one day away from greatness. And I just wanted to talk about a few things that I'm thinking about currently about Wuthering Waves. This video isn't scripted or anything, so if I talk like shit, it's because I talk like shit. I do have a few talking points I want to bring up. So, getting right into it, firstly, how I feel about the game. I think Wuthering Waves, it's probably not, unfortunately, and I truly do mean unfortunately, it's probably not going to become bigger or anything close to like Honkai Star Rail, Genshin Impact. Mainly people are comparing it to Genshin Impact. It's not going to become bigger than Genshin Impact, unfortunately, which really sucks because I played the beta. The beta was great, man. I loved it. Even still, like, there was a lot of stuff that could have been improved upon. It was still really good. And don't get me wrong, I played Genshin. I have played Genshin. Not like anything crazy, but I got to like, I think AR 25. I just stopped playing the game because it was just so boring, man. It was boring. That, to be fair, that was my first gacha game, so I've never really played any games like that, and I've never really, I didn't really like Genshin to begin with. So I played it because I felt like I wanted to play it, but then I realized, man, I'm just wasting my time. This game is not really that fun. Wuthering Waves, on the other hand, it gives me, like, Wuthering Waves is what I wanted from Genshin originally. That's the idea that I got. And I truly do like this game. I enjoy it. I'm going to literally force my friends to play this game. I'm going to force everybody I know to play this game because this is going to be a very, very good game. Despite not being bigger than Genshin, it'll probably be better than Genshin, which is a good thing. And real quick, I wanted to bring up Honkai Star Rail. I'm still going to make Honkai Star Rail videos at, whenever I feel like it, whether it be on story quests, new MOC or pure fiction, new characters, pulling characters. I'm gonna make videos like that. So that will always be continuing. And yeah, so now I wanted to bring up some characters that really interest me. And I think there is, hang on, I have it up here. So there's 17 characters in the, well, not 17 characters in the game, but 17 characters in the first patch. So some characters that really interest me. Danjin. I played Danjin in the beta. She's a character that like basically takes her own HP to increase her damage. And I'm gonna be honest, that is probably my favorite sort of like mechanic where you risk something in order to gain something more. So a character who takes their own damage, takes their own health and increases their damage, I'm always gonna like enjoy that. I really like Blade. I think Blade is such a cool character. I don't have him in Star Rail, but I think Blade is a very cool character because he takes his own HP and he dishes out more damage based on that. Danjin is the same thing. And I'm probably going to find some way to build Danjin. There's two characters in the game that I don't care how bad people say they are. I'm going to find a way to build them. And that is just my personal like beef with it, I guess. Not really beef, but it's Danjin. I'll talk about the other one soon, but Danjin is really cool to me because people think that Danjin isn't like really worth using. And I like using the characters that people don't see value in. And I like proving people wrong because I don't know, I'm a spiteful asshole or something. The other character that I saw was Tao Chi. I think that's how you say your name. I don't know how to speak Chinese. She's like this shielder in Wuthering Waves, and people were saying that she's not good because you can't, like, most hits in this game are going to one-shot you, which is fair, and I don't disagree with that. But I still do think there is some sort of value in Tao Chi's abilities. Probably not right now, but later on in the game when we get more enemies and we get more characters, I think Tao Chi's value is probably going to shine a lot more. Because what if they release a character that needs to have their full HP in order to do more damage? Like the opposite of Danjin, where if you take damage, you lose damage. With a new character that could be coming out in the future, they probably want to keep their full health in order to dish out as much damage as possible, which is where Tao Chi is going to shine through her full potential. So I'm going to be building her as well. Also, Tao Chi and Danjin have really good synergy. one character takes away their own HP in order to gain damage, the other character can shield and heal. That is good synergy. You want to be able to heal the person who's dealing damage. So I think these two characters are probably the most interesting in my book, in my opinion. So those two characters I'm for sure going to be building. I also did see the synergy between Calcharo and Yinlin. I want to do that. I really want to do that. I love niche builds. Something where it's like very specific. I love this, like getting into specifics. Whenever I play a game, I like looking for things that are like super specific and super one-off from everything else. Like in a game like Elden Ring, this is completely not really off topic, but this is completely separate. When I play Elden Ring, I like using Black Flame, literally just Black Flame faith builds, and I only get Black Flame spells. I get like weapons that have faith damage, like scale off of faith, and I do a build like that because it's very niche and it's not something that is widespread across the game, and you have to spec into it, you have to build into it. That's the same thing with the synergy between Calcharo and Yinlin. You have to spec into the electro damage in order to dish out more damage, and I think that's a really cool combination. So now the future of Wuthering Waves and how I'm going to produce it on my channel is I don't know if I'm going to make guides, because making a guide is hard, right? If you're a professional player in a video game, there's a difference between playing a video game at a professional level and teaching a video game at a professional level. So even if you're the best at, let's say, Valorant, for example, you might not be able to explain why you became the best or why you're so good at the game. You just are. And that's why I don't think I'll be able to properly make guides on Wuthering Waves. Not because I'm not good at the game, because I know for a fact I'm going to be a monster at Wuthering Waves, a literal demon on the field. I'm telling you guys right now, if you ever see me die, I'm quitting my game and I'm deleting my channel. Just pointing that out there. So yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna make guides, because making a guide is something entirely different. You have to do theory crafting, you have to actually test the characters, you have to build the characters. Maybe I'll make a small, like, sort of pseudo guide where I tell people how you should play the character or how you should build them, but it's not going to be like anything like a full guide or anything like that, because I'm not knowledgeable enough to make a guide, and I don't know if I could properly explain what the hell I'm talking about. So I don't know if I'll make guides, but I know I will make videos on team setups, on builds, on everything like that. It'll be hard to explain what I'm doing, but I think I will still probably try to do that, because I really want to enjoy this game. This game is like basically everything you want in a single player open world RPG, right? You got cool looking characters, you have a very beautiful landscape. I've seen so many people talk about how bad this game looks and how this game is ugly. They must be looking at the game with their eyes closed. They have to be. Because there's no way you could take a game like Wuthering Waves and call it uglier and call it like it looks bad. Like, I don't understand that. I really don't. But I think the game is very beautiful. I like the characters, the character designs. They could be better, but, you know, the game literally, it's not even out yet. So the characters could definitely get better over time. I like the combat. I like the feel of the game. Like I was saying before, the Genshin combat is so, I'm not, yeah, I'll say bad. I don't like the Genshin combat. I think it's really bad, and it's just slow paced. You're just standing there attacking a boss that is not attacking back. That's all you're doing. You're standing there fighting a brick wall, and the brick wall has a lot of HP. So you press a bunch of buttons that don't mean anything, and then you're trying your best to take down the brick wall as fast as possible. In Wuthering Waves, you're not attacking a brick wall, you're attacking an actual enemy who's going to attack back. So it's not about just getting the strongest characters in one team and then pressing buttons. It's about getting people who have the correct synergy and who have the correct abilities to buff each other and support each other. And then also watching what the enemy is doing, because you can't just sit there and attack, because the boss is going to attack you back, you know? And that'll mess up your combos and everything. So I like that a lot much more than just fighting a wall, you know? Honestly, I think that's it. I've been yapping for a little bit now, but yeah, this is just how I feel about everything with the game, how I feel about my channel going forward. I will definitely be making a lot of Wuthering Waves content. Maybe not guides, but definitely content on characters I like, characters I enjoy, cool builds I find, and everything. I'll be playing a lot of this game. I'll also still be playing Star Rail. I want to make that clear that I will still be playing Star Rail. It's hard to make content on Star Rail because it's not like, unless you're relic farming, you're not actively playing it. Like, you play it for the day and then you get off. Or if a new character comes out, you get the character, you build the character, and then you get off. Or if a new story quest comes out, you do the story and then you get off. You know, it's not like something you actively play all the time. Whereas something like Wuthering Waves is, where you can constantly be playing Wuthering Waves and constantly be doing something. So that will definitely be something I'm doing. And yeah, if you guys like this video, please make sure to subscribe to my channel. I will 1000% be making a Wuthering Waves video as soon as it releases. I will be there, and you will see a video on my channel of it. Yeah, like, subscribe. Peace.